We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, Big Black Lights, we take a look at this. And what this is from late July, it is the Scorchin sauce tortilla chips. I found these completely by accident wandering around the store. And I since found out that there are two new flavors. One of them is a habanero flavor. So this is the first of the two new flavors from late July that will be coming. So we're doing this one now, and the other one will be coming soon. All right, so it's giving new meaning to the phrase solar flare. So I have a lot of problems with this phrase. There's nothing else too worthwhile there for the rest of it. So it looks like a jalapeno here. I don't know how hot this is actually going to be, but it's scorching, right? So solar flare is a phenomenon completely not related to food at all. So then, no, there's not a new meaning at all to that phrase, no matter what food products you put out. It doesn't make a difference. That does not change the meaning of something unrelated. And again, we're confusing heat with the same way, actually, the TRPV1 receptors confuse capsaicin with actual temperature, so I guess that is kind of fitting. All right, so on the seasoning, we have an unnamed chili pepper and a red pepper, which could be anything. Here we have cayenne. And no, okay, so cayenne pepper sauce. Okay, so yeah, maybe that's what we're looking at here is like a cayenne sauce, which is kind of what I thought it was going to be when I saw it say Scorchin sauce. I was like, it's probably going to be cayenne. All right, that's not too bad. I can still fix that bag. All right, well, here's the chips. These are a little bit lighter and airier. It looks kind of like a Doritos, but it's a little bit lighter than those tend to be. Yeah, this one's really coated. Let's go with that one. So let's just get into it. The other new flavor is, I believe, a habanero. Maybe that one will be hotter. I don't know. I still got to hunt it down. Flavor of these is really good. Heat is minimal. Which I expected that. Calling it Scorchin was not to me going to be likely here. So flavor is, I ain't quite even sure how to describe it. Definitely we have a cayenne sort of basis to it, but it's like there's a general vague hotness to it also. It's like what the Flamin' Hot could be if it was actually good tasting. See, it definitely has the stupid coloration down. Alright, well, so I really like the flavor of these. They're, like I said, it's more of a general hot with, I guess, kind of grace notes of a cayenne style, a Louisiana style cayenne sauce to it. It's pretty nice. Let's throw a few more on this pile. See if we can get any heat charge out of this. I'm calling it a default 1 right now, but we'll see. Let's go for a burn here and see if we can get more out of it. One of the things I like kind of about chips like this is that they don't need additional stuff, but they're they're satisfying enough and sort of neutral enough that I think they would go with almost anything. But let's take a whack at it here. See if we can't get us a burn. Yeah, the blend of seasonings is very nice. These are essentially just kind of like a lighter, it might be probably better version of Doritos. I did something from them before this as well. I don't remember which flavor that was. It will be where this lives, which is in the spicy chips playlist. If you want to check it out. That flavor, I believe, is discontinued now, though, whatever it was. I mean, there's nothing too wildly dramatic here. I guess they're organic. That's if anybody cares about that, but there's no flax or any of that. Maybe the whole idea is just sort of a higher end version of the corn chips. I can't call this more than the default 1 though, which is kind of a shame. I do like them a lot, and I'm going to enjoy these. I got some barbecued pulled pork. I don't know about you, but I like to have a little crunchy when I put that in a burrito. Usually I use just like pickled jalapenos, but these would be pretty good in there, I think. This flavoring is going to go. These don't need to be this red. Why? Why is this? Why? But the flavor will go well with barbecue sauce, I feel like. So I don't like how messy these are. If you've been watching for any amount of time, I have made it pretty clear that I don't like messy foods, particularly ones that stain my fingers. This one is a little bit farther over on that side than I like, but flavor-wise, quite good. So after that, trying to go for a burn, I think I will actually give them a legit 1. I think I will give these a 1 in terms of heat. It took a while, but there's enough mouth heat there that I think it's probably fair to just say, just barely, but it's a legit 1. Yeah, I mean, it's solid. I don't really have any complaints about this. Other than, I mean, I could be a little bit hotter. I don't like the staining, but I mean, that's just kind of minor gripes. I would, for a flavor perspective, I would probably get those again, but I don't usually keep snack foods on hand. And I really dislike how messy these are, so I probably wouldn't get them again. But flavor-wise, they're, like I said, they're really good. And heat-wise, they're a touch on the low side, but overall, these are super solid. I like these generally quite a bit, for sure. I like them probably better than anything I've had for Doritos in the last probably 5 or 6 years, maybe longer. Doritos to me are a little bit too heavy and greasy. These are definitely a lighter version of that, but I mean it's the same stuff goes into them. So yeah, overall a pretty nice showing. I would say they're not what I would say is Scorchin, but I think these could be potentially a nice gateway snack, I guess, for some people to, especially at the early stages of being a chili head. So they're useful in that regard. But yeah, I think we're just gonna leave it right there. So this was the late July Scorchin sauce chips. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.